I'm like at such a loss right now because I need to come to Lowe's, but he started to already get cranky and we just started this endeavor. Hello, it's Saturday, by the way, and we're getting some errands done. I got a red velvet iced latte. It is so delicious. We're headed to Target, I guess, instead. The thing I'm thinking is maybe I can drop my son off with my parents and then go to Lowe's, and then I can get like all this stress nonsense out of me so I don't have to like stress out, because there's just a couple errands I want to get done. We really just need groceries at Target. Yeah. I really didn't even want to leave the house today. It's like super rainy, super gloomy. I know a lot of you guys who watch me have like 4 or 5 kids. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you guys get multiple children ready in a day. And I know I'm gonna have to figure it out and learn, but my word, is it so much just getting one child together. Now to fight him and get a jacket on him, he hates wearing jackets, and I don't know why. He puts up the biggest fuss. I really should have put it on at home so I could have bypassed this whole thing, but he hates jackets and I don't know why. I think it's because my husband loves to put hoods on him. Good. You want to see Nanny?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do? Okay. I was able to get the return done, but I think he can just like feel that it's like raining, gloomy, and gross out. So like, got the return done, and the second we pulled into Target, all he could ask for was my mom. He just wanted to see my mom. So I'm gonna go take him over there right now. There's a slight chance that I may ask if they can watch him really quick so I can run and pick up the things that I need to pick up. Hi guys. I don't even know the last time I talked to you guys. Today is Monday. Oh my gosh, you guys, got real rough real fast. So we had our taxes that we did today, which was great. Got our taxes done, ran to Costco after it, and I even remember because we were gonna go to Costco yesterday, and then I just remember being like, no, we're gonna get our taxes done tomorrow. Why don't we just go tomorrow? Although our taxes were being done right before his bedtime. So technically we really should have went home and then maybe went to Costco after or whatever. But I was like, no, let's just go to Costco. Let's get that over with, blah, blah, blah. Had the taxes done, which they lost our appointment. They didn't even have our appointment. Anyway, doesn't matter. We did that and then went to Costco. Everything was good. And so as soon as we got home, he had so much energy. So we were letting him just kind of run it out. Well, he never really calmed down. I think just adrenaline kicked in. This kid threw a temper that scared the living daylights out of me. He was crying and screaming so hard. He kept asking for food when he was in the bathtub, and typically when he asks for like a snack and he wants to just snack really bad, it's typically because he has to go to the bathroom. I ended up giving him gas drops, and I'm wondering if that's why he was able to pass out. Like literally as soon as we got him in the crib, he was out. So it could have either been missing sleep or it could have been a stomach issue. You guys know I just get like super stressed out over these things, and I get a lot of anxiety when it comes to thinking of him not feeling well or him having anything. Something I wanted to talk about is I had like a breakdown yesterday. I broke down because I just have been like, this last week, as I told you guys, was just a really busy week. I was solo a lot and it was really hard. I broke down. It was like just a really quick one. It was just something I needed to let out. And I just wanted to advise other pregnant women, everybody, if you feel like a buildup of emotion, don't bottle it in, let it out. Go in the shower if you don't like crying in front of people. Go for a run, do whatever it is to like get it out of your system, because you feel so much better. Like getting that all out last night, like I felt so much better today. I just needed to have a quick cry last night. And I'm trying to give myself grace. Something that I'm experiencing this pregnancy that I didn't really experience my first time is I forget a lot that I'm pregnant. And I'm not saying that I'm doing all these different things that pregnant women aren't supposed to do. I'm saying like in my day-to-day life, I'm so consumed with my career, my son, my marriage and everything. It's hard to always remember that I'm pregnant, and that's kind of why my body is not physically able to do what it normally can do. And so I'll push myself and I push myself and I push myself and I try and keep myself awake. And you know, whenever I'm tired, I'm like, oh, let's try and wake up for a second. And I need to slow down and just remember I am pregnant, and it's okay that my body can't do what it could before. I just like sometimes beat myself up like, why am I tired today? Or why did I not get as much done today? And I beat myself up so bad, but I'm really just trying to learn to show myself grace. But then I feel like sometimes when you show yourself too much grace, then you kind of start to slack off a little bit. So it's like, you kind of got to find that happy medium to ask for help. I think that's my biggest problem my whole life is I don't ask for help. Even something like needing a napkin or needing I need a napkin, I need a fork, I forgot a knife, whatever it is. I am not the person that's like, hey, can you grab me that on your way back? I'm the kind of person, I will get up to go get it. And that's just my mindset. I don't want people delivering things to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like more self-sufficient. I don't want anyone having to get something for me. I don't like being a burden. I don't like making someone have to do something out of their day for me. I need to ask for help a little bit more. Anyways, we're gonna get some showers in and we're just gonna relax. We got into bed nice and early, so we're just gonna take advantage of that. All right, so I'm gonna update here really quick. My camera still has too much stuff on it, so I need to get my videos done. I'm really trying to get my mindset right. Basically, an update. I've had a lot of work changes. My son's just been a little crazy the last week. He's been very up and down. I know he's teething. My husband said he saw a couple teeth coming in on the top. Literally, I don't know how, because there's no room in his mouth. He, like, if you look in his mouth, there's not a spot left for any teeth. So I don't know where these teeth are coming from. Like I said, at the top, and he barely lets us see the top of his mouth. So he's just been really cranky. Yesterday was really hard. Like I said, he didn't end up napping, so he just was like so bad. Today he woke up really sweet, was very sweet all morning, pretty much did whatever I felt like doing. Like, I wanted to get a lot of work done in the office, so he's like no sweat. He did his own thing in the office, and then when I was ready for him to have lunch, he had lunch. When I wanted him to have breakfast, he had breakfast. When I wanted him to take a nap, he took a nap. So he's been very good today. Maybe he could tell that my mommy heart was very stressed out last night, because he's been very good today, and I'm hoping the second half of the day is the same. My birthday is actually in 2 days, so I think my family wants to come over tonight and hang out a little bit. My birthday's kind of spread throughout like the week. I'm kind of bummed. I mean, it's my 30th birthday and it's my fault. Like, everyone asks what I want to do, and I've just been so tired and just so consumed with my pregnancy and with my son. I'm always like, I don't want to do anything. And I kind of beat myself up over it, because I feel like people should celebrate their birthdays and be excited and, like I said, celebrate it. I guess my family wants to come over tonight, and I think we might just do like chill things every day, which is nice. Tomorrow I think I might be doing something. I don't know. My husband says that he has something planned for us tomorrow, and then on my birthday we're doing something, and then on Friday I don't think I'm doing anything. I think Friday's just a chill day, and then Saturday we're celebrating my mother-in-law, and then Sunday we're celebrating me again. I'm a wreck. First, today was a really good day. He was so good today. We got to go on a long walk. We met some neighbors, saw my sister-in-law. But as my husband was doing his thing and showering and stuff, I watched a delivery video, and it was a repeat C-section. I want to say her name's Felicia. I'm newer to her channel. It just like brought so many feelings. My thing now is when I see a delivery vlog, number one, it takes me back to when I met my son. And then the fact that I'm pregnant and expecting my second in only 3 short months just makes me think like I'm about to meet another love of my life. Watching these videos just like bring up so much emotion. It could just be because I'm pregnant and I'm expecting another baby, and it's like this is the realization of I'm about to go through it again. I was looking at someone's Instagram, and for their 30th birthday, they literally, it looks like they had like a wedding. It was like just so over the top. And it's like, sometimes I feel like in social media you feel like you have to do stuff like that, like in order to be cool or to be good enough. There was a couple days that I like felt insignificant though, because I was like, well, they had a huge party, or these people are going out of town, or these people are doing this and you're doing nothing. And I don't know, sometimes it makes you feel like you're not good enough, or you're insignificant, or your birthday's not good enough, and it's like, that's just dumb. Another thing that's kind of on my mind is my daughter's gonna be here in like 3 months, and there's no talk about like a baby shower or anything, which is fine. Like, I didn't expect to have a baby shower just because this is baby number 2. And so I never expected to have a shower, but at the same time, I now get it a little bit more. Whenever it came to people having like their 2nd, 3rd, 4th, more children, in my head, I always found like baby showers to be like gifting to the parents. And I want to figure out like a way to celebrate this baby and not make it about buying us gifts. They can shower us with like diapers and stuff like that. So I kind of considered maybe just having like a diaper party. I don't know. I'm trying to like decide how I'm going to do that. I ordered her crib today. I'm actually working with a company for this crib. We haven't bought anything else. I do want to start celebrating her a little bit more. I feel like right now my focus has been all on my son, and I know a lot of moms talk about like not knowing if they're going to be enough for baby number 2, like will they be able to provide enough for baby number 2, whereas I don't necessarily think about that, because I know I'm going to give her my all. But I do worry like right now, like will I regret that I wasted so much, not waste my pregnancy, but like I spent my entire pregnancy focusing on my son and not on her. Just like not making any sense here. I'm just like rambling, but I just do want to prioritize myself again. It's been longer than a week, but like this last week, I definitely put myself like last, and I think it really affected me. So I want to make sure that now, tomorrow's like the first day that I can start thinking of myself again. Tomorrow should be the first day where life can just settle down a little bit. My husband has had so much school, so much training, so much stuff for work that it's just been impossible to ever do anything for myself. So I feel like now I get to have my time. Number one, my birthday's in 2 days. I just feel like now I get to finally have my time, which I need, and I'm really craving. And I don't mean my time like alone. I just mean like my time I can focus on myself. And something that really needs to be emphasized and put out there on, you know, social media for other moms is that I know that they're saying like self-love is not selfish, and that is 100% true. I don't know why I don't like the term self-love. I think some people have put a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to that. I feel like a lot of the MLMs, I having a larger Instagram account, get outreach every single day from MLM companies, and they do it in such a distasteful way, and it just kind of ruins it for everyone in a way. And so I feel like a lot of them are always talking about self-love for some reason. I feel like they always have like some huge meeting and they're always like, hey, push this term out a lot. And I feel like self-love has just always been a term that like is getting over pushed. But I feel like as a mom, focusing on yourself and putting yourself first is not selfish, because you're focusing on your mental health. And until you are a mom and until you are in this position, you don't understand how much being a mom and being a wife, being a housewife, all the different titles that you have, you don't realize how much it affects your mental health and affects you when you don't even just focus on yourself just being you. Every day I was always like, well, I could never just be me again. Like I'll never be able to just dance again or just, you know, do modeling and acting again and do all these things because I'm a wife now, I'm a mother now. And it's like, no, I still can do these things if I wanted to. And so I'm trying to better myself in knowing that I can do things for me, and YouTube is for me, and social media is my jam. It's what I love. And yes, my career is in social media as well. But sometimes I just enjoy doing it, the hobby side of it. Hello guys, it is Wednesday, the day before my birthday, the day before my 30th. Oh, it's Wednesday, it's the day before my birthday, and my husband dropped some cash and said, go pamper yourself. So I have not gotten my nails done ever since I saw Natalie Renner post this dip powder like post showing how disgusting some people's nails are. And what was funny is I had a gross experience like literally a day or two before she posted that, and it just turned me off for a while. But honestly, getting my nails done is something that I know makes me feel put together. It's something so simple that just makes you feel good. So I haven't had it done in a while. I haven't had my toenails done. I think I've had my toes done twice in my entire life. So I accepted his proposal of allowing me to get my nails and toes, not allowing me, sorry, his gift to me of getting my nails done, my toes done. Really excited. Just be out of the house was the main thing he wanted. He just wanted me to be able to have some time to myself, and honestly it's good for him too, to be alone with my son, number one, but just to be alone in the house, because he never gets to be. I'm always there, so this is like a good thing all around. I'm headed to the nail salon now. I've never been to this one. It's one that my husband and I both kind of looked up, and I wanted something that was like gonna be something I'd want to spend like an hour or two at. The salon that I've been going to, within a week my nails would already be like almost popping off. I'm hoping that this salon's a little bit better. It's a little bit more pricey. I typically like will research the entire surrounding area and find the cheapest place, and then try and find one that's like a hidden gem, like the right price but a good service. Haven't really had the best luck here. I'm nervous because when we were doing the curtains, I pinched the crap out of my finger and ripped like layers of skin off. So I'm really nervous that it's gonna hurt when she's like messing with it, but we'll see. So I am done. I got my nailsies done. I just chose a light pink color. It is Valentine's Day, so just figured I'd go with like a really pretty light pink. But this was by far my favorite experience just because of the atmosphere mainly alone. And it's crazy if you want to spend a few extra dollars, the type of service you get. Typically with my nails, I did spend I think $8 more at this place than what I usually spend, but honestly it's worth it. I'm really happy that I did this. I think this was really good for me. My husband sometimes does have to like push me to remind myself like, you need to get out of the house and you need to just go pamper yourself. I've also been wanting to go to Claire's. There's been like people talking about these certain earrings. When I got to the nail salon though, they weren't quite ready for me, so I ran over to Walmart, and I'll show you guys what I got. My sister-in-law actually recommended a mascara, and if anybody wants to recommend a mascara to me, I am going to buy it like 10 out of 10 times. So first I got my gum. So I've been chewing this gum for a little bit now. I don't usually like peppermint at all. That's like the last flavor I'll ever buy. I love spearmint, I love wintermint, but peppermint is probably my least favorite. I think I want to say it was like Chelsea Husker or something like that. I saw her chewing a blue gum, and I swear to you, I was on the hunt for a blue gum, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try one peppermint gum and see if it's it. It was this one that she was chewing. And then I got this mascara. This is the one that was recommended to me. It's the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. I always get waterproof. If you guys didn't know that, I think you guys do. I always get waterproof. Number one, I live in Florida. Number two, the way that I remove my makeup, it takes it off just as easy as if it weren't waterproof. So I just usually always opt for it. I feel like it holds my curl a lot better, but that's some mascaras. I'm actually learning these newer ones in today's time, they don't hold my curl as good. But this is what the mascara looks like, and I just got the color Very Black. I always get the blackest one I can get. And then last but not least, which I'm gonna dig into right now, I went ahead and got my absolute favorite candy, which is the cookie dough bites. My son has gotten so funny when it comes to my mom now. Anytime the doorbell rings, this kid is like screaming her name, and it's like, it's not always obviously her, and he just starts going crazy, and I'm like, you're so cute. I'm gonna run them all, and I'll chat with you guys in a little bit. I got the earrings I've been wanting, plus stupid other stuff. Basically, Claire's was doing a buy three get three free, and there was two things of earrings I really wanted. I was like, well, why not just add at least one more item and then I'll get 3 for free. So like, their prices are stupid for like fake jewelry, and I've always known that, and I went into it knowing, okay, I'm gonna be spending more than I normally would want to spend, especially because I feel like they probably spent like $1 or $2 on these products and sold them for literally like $20. I saw 2 girls literally within one day talk about these. They're just 3 different sizes to wear on my ear. They had like a St. Patty's Day section, which I originally had something from there that I wanted over these dumb things, but these were free, so whatever. I got these. It just has like more Valentine's Day hair tie colors to them. These are the other earrings that ended up popping out at me, but these are so cheap, you guys. Not inexpensive cheap, like cheaply made. They are 3 different sizes as well. The first earrings I showed you were $16.99. These were $19.99. They are bigger. They had like really cute headbands. I just got this tie-dye one. I'm living for tie-dye, and I love the crisscross headbands. I don't own any of them, and for some reason tie-dye really brings out my eyes. Got this purpley one. I've been really into like purple, so I got this really pretty purple one. Then last but not least from Claire's, I believe I just showed you guys 6 items. I got this cool metallic-y one, which is just like a metallic-y white one. Headbands, by the way, in case you're wanting to just like go there and get them, are $7.99. Some of them were $6.99. So still like just so pricey for a stupid headband. For fake earrings, and the thing is with the earrings, I have to fix them. They were the only pack of those big ones. They were the only ones left, and I have to fix them. One of the prongs is like completely sticking off the earring, but I was like, you know what? It's not even worth like bringing it up or asking questions or anything. So before baby comes, we just want to make sure that I get out of the house and I do things for myself before she comes, because as soon as she comes, it's going to be right back to me having to breastfeed her all the time. And the other thing with breastfeeding, a lot of people always leave a comment saying, well, why don't you just pump and let your husband give a bottle? That's great, that's fine, but when you're breastfeeding, you become engorged and extremely uncomfortable. So sometimes you don't necessarily breastfeed them for the baby, sometimes you have to do it for yourself. So, and if you want to keep your milk supply up, unfortunately you really either need a pump or breastfeed, and I would just much rather knock 2 birds out with 1 stone by breastfeeding. And instead of pumping. I'm really interested to see if I'm gonna have to pump overnight, because some nights my son would sleep after a week old. He would sleep like 4 or 5 hours overnight. When you're breastfeeding, you are technically glued to your child. So I'm back home. We've been hanging out for a little bit. I had the worst headache when I got home, so bad. But I just chugged a ton of water. That's usually what I do. If I have a headache, it's usually just because I need to chug water. So I chugged a bunch and I'm feeling a lot better. These are all new ones. These are the ones I got. These are the smaller ones. This is the smaller one of the bigger set. Oh. You want to put it back on?
Yeah.
Put it on. We have just been chilling. We had our house, like, they pressure wash. I don't really know what they do. They like pressure wash the roof, something that gets done with the roof. We've pretty much just been hanging out. I got all the work done that I needed to get done. And I've just been like working on getting rid of this headache. It's okay. Right now he's going to get us dinner. You guys know I'm huge on like takeout. I just can't with my hair. I really wish I had my bobby pin with me. Huge with takeout, especially with this headache. I'm glad that we're not going out. I mean, I would have, but I'm glad that we're not. You're welcome, baby. It's my favorite thing he says. We're just gonna chill here, and he got us steak and baked potato and salad. And he's not a huge, like, it's not that he doesn't like steak, it's just he thinks of all things health conscious when it comes to steak, so we don't get it all that often. So whenever it's my birthday, that's what we get. He also got me flowers. I don't know if you can see him up there, but he got me flowers. Tomorrow he's probably gonna wake up and grab us some coffee. I get a free drink tomorrow from Starbucks, and I think Starbucks is so lame. I know, but you're the one taking it off. I think Starbucks is so lame for the fact that they used to put a free drink on your card for your birthday, and you could use it for like months. Then they went down to 1 month, which you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, Mama.
You're welcome, honey. Then it went down to like 1 month, which still was awesome. Like your whole birthday month, I think you should be allowed to get a drink. But anyways, now they do it to where you can only get a free drink on your birthday, which is so dumb. So I'm gonna get Starbucks tomorrow, and then Dunkin' gives a free drink for your birthday. And I think you have like, I don't know, like maybe a week to use it, because I think it expires on the 11th, which I'm excited about.
Mama.
You're welcome. He knows I like melt at that, because when he does it, he'll be like,
Mama.
"You're so sweet." I love you.
Mama.
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah.
Mama.
And Robo.
Mama.
What, baby?
Mama.
Yeah. What are you doing? That's mommy's.
Mama.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I put on the headband I got from Claire's. I love these. Look how cute this is. Like, it's so cute. I love it. I'm going back for more. This one I think was like $6 or $7.99. Love it. Why didn't I just go to Claire's? I love this. Baby shark. Okay, let's go. I love this though.